And welcome to Grindcast, the official podcast of beeping phones.
I'm sorry.
The official podcast of grindedword.com. So who's all in the studio this week? It's me, Matt. Who else we got?
Will.
Fred is here.
And Jason.
Jason's back!
Yeah. I'm back.
From the depths of hell. He rode in the chariot of Helios to get here.
The golden chariot of Helios.
The way you started this episode, you sound like Vincent Price. That was like the first, like, good evening, welcome to Grindcast.
Good evening. If you're missing feet,
my nephew Jody.
My nephew Jody will get them to you.
No,
or Simpsons. That's some Simpsons for everybody right there.
See, I'm a South Park guy. You gotta do more South Park.
That's every South Park episode you ever see.
But just the funny thing about that episode, they were talking about, wasn't it an Easter egg set for Vincent Price?
Yeah.
There is actually
it's real.
There's a shrunken head kit where basically you take apples and you let them rot, and they basically become shrunken heads then somehow. And this was a toy they sold to kids in the 60s.
It's because in the 60s you had to use your imagination. It's not like nowadays when they actually hand you a shrink ray and you just shrink people's heads. You put them in glass jars so the light comes in the back of them. It looks real nice.
Yeah, that's true.
They all sit on their iPads and their iPods and their
Xbox Ones,
cellular phones, and Xbox Ones. They're walking like
you sound like such a granddad. All their goddamn electronic devices.
Well, like at Gettysburg, I work at Gettysburg National Military Park, and there are kids just getting off the bus today. All right, there's buses with these insane bus drivers pulling around this corner. All right, doing 50 around this corner. Okay. They can't see what's on the other side, right?
Are you sure there wasn't a bomb attached to the bus?
No, it wasn't. Dennis Hopper wasn't calling it. If it drops below 50. But they're coming, speeding around this corner, right? And I'm sitting there going, trying to yell at these kids. I'm like, hey, get in the flipping crosswalk. And they're like, playing their iPod things. And here comes the bus driver spinning around the corner doing 50, swerving all around.
Caught with a bus.
Well, that brings me into our first news topic. I still gotta get sound effects.
Yeah.
Speaking of buses and children in danger, Colonel Sanders is back.
Yes, he is. Live action.
You read up on this a little bit, Will.
Well, there's commercials out there with Daryl Hammond.
There's these commercial things nowadays.
For his work on Saturday Night Live.
Longest cast member, I think.
Bill Clinton. Yeah, I think he was. And now he's Colonel Sanders. And it's ridiculous.
Like, can you really tell it's him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could tell right away.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's just basically him dressed as Colonel Sanders.
I think Tom
with a bad
Hanks,
Southern accent.
I think Tom Hanks did a better Colonel Sanders than Lady Killers.
That movie was terrible.
Well, the movie was terrible, but he looked just like Colonel Sanders in that makeup.
Do you like? I'm a big KFC guy. I can eat a whole bucket of chicken. Like I can eat the family meal. I can eat the family meal by myself.
Lot of fucking food.
See,
I lick the bucket.
I had the last time I had it was like when I used to live with my parents, and that was like 20-some years ago now, probably.
No, not still alive. No,
I would have been 12. What the fuck? I'm really making myself older than I am. It was
moved
still
down
like,
at age 12.
Yeah, emancipated. That
it was
quick.
still some time ago, and I think it was like
you were only 3.
Yeah, got killed in a bar when I was only. That's what the song sounds like. But yeah, so it was some time ago, and it was like maybe last year. My wife and I went and got some because we're like coming out of Walmart because we had to buy something, and they only had it there, and we're just like because the KFC is like right back across the street. You could smell it whenever they're cooking. We're like, fuck it. We haven't had it in a while. It did not taste as good as I remembered at all.
Well, Popeyes is the best.
I've been
if you can find one,
which is coming back to York.
Is it coming back to York?
There's one on. I can't remember the name of the fucking.
When are we getting Bojangles back?
But yeah, KFC. I don't know. I think it tastes awesome.
I really like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is good too. It's just
Chick-fil-A is for the pretentious, like,
hipsterish
kind of people that wear suits for leisure.
There's sometimes you want chicken on a Sunday.
Just fucking with
What are you gonna do?
I know.
What are you gonna do?
It really pisses me off.
Oh my God, so you can't have fried chicken on Sunday?
He's a cold-hearted man.
Look, a cold-hearted deity. Look into his eye.
I will say this.
No chicken.
Other fast food places can take can take a fucking chapter out of Chick-fil-A's book because when I go to Chick-fil-A, they're always, "Hi, how are you? How's your day going?"
It's all forced and fake, though.
I don't care. They're sitting
I know. I want real
They're
hospitality.
way more polite than any other fast food
Pastas
place.
is hospitality.
Like I just ate McDonald's before we got here. You should that drive-through experience was an absolute delight. Let me tell you. What's your order?
What's your order?
Excuse me. Can I get a bacon cheddar McChicken? You want a McChicken? No, a bacon cheddar McChicken. Sir, we don't do bacon cheddar McChickens. Okay, do this for me. Can you put cheese on the McChicken? Yes, that'll be an extra 50 cents. Okay. Can you put bacon on the McChicken? Yes, that would be an extra 75 cents. Okay, that's a bacon cheddar McChicken. Charge me.
Charge me whatever you need to for my delicious mediocre sandwich. I just think it's funny that after all these years, they're like, we need to bring him back. That's why our sales aren't as good as they used to be.
Are KFC sales dropping?
I don't know. I'm sure all fast food sales are dropping because everybody wants to go Whole Foods now.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had a lot of commercials, but over the past
See,
year
the
or
one
so,
that
but,
ruined
like,
them was like when they put out that one commercial where they're like, "There's no fat in our fried chicken." Everybody's like, "What?" Like, what are you frying it in? Water?
You sure it wasn't when they said, okay, we're going to take 2 chicken breasts and make them the buns for the sandwich.
Oh my god!
Double down.
They should have just marketed that to weightlifters, and that's it.
You want to talk about
Straight
something
protein, no
amazing?
carbs.
When I worked at Comcast, I worked with a woman who ate 3 double downs in a period of a half hour.
Christ.
She's not dead?
No, she's not dead. She's not dead.
She ate almost as much chicken as Octomom had babies.
Yeah, that's I can eat a double down. I can eat a double down, but I am down
Just
for
one.
the count. Yeah, I am down for the count.
I've done it before, but
Because you're a reasonable human being.
There's no reason to
wouldn't
have
say
to
that,
eat the
but-
whole midsection of a chicken as a sandwich. That's just ridiculous.
We're going to replace the cheese with chicken, and as well as anything else that's going to be on, it's just chicken. Pile of chicken.
Well, speaking of chicken, there's a $500 bounty to kill some guy.
Not kill? Jesus Christ.
Kill a guy? Well, you said it started as a $250 bounty.
This
that
guy
somebody
has been winning a ton of Smash Brothers tournaments. And one of the spectators, not an actual competitor in the tournaments, went on Twitter and posted, "I'm going to give $250 to anybody that knocks him out of the next competition." Then, a little bit later, a representative of the tournament was like, "Yeah, I'll add another $250 to it." So there's $500 for anyone that knocks out this competitor, because he's won the last 40 tournaments in a row, and they're getting pissed. This guy's pissed off that he keeps winning.
I just hope
who's he using in the matches?
I'm not sure. They didn't mention it.
Did they bring a Bobo in from Double Dragon as a character for Smash Brothers yet?
No, but they should. That's a good
I don't
idea.
know why they
Call
haven't.
me when they bring a Bobo in.
A bubbo. I just hope, I like this idea, and I hope it takes off, because I would love to start seeing, mercenaries get hired to take people out of, game tournaments.
Just bring in ringers.
Just, fucking people that look like Frank Castle just going in and sitting down and, cigar in their mouth.
I don't think they're going to look like Frank Castle. I think they're going to look like that dude on South Park from that World of Warcraft episode. The one dude is sitting there.
So basically, they're going to go in wearing a Frank Castle button-down T-shirt, and it's going to look like a compression shirt on them.
Or they're going to look like Billy Mitchell, with the long hair mullet with a tie, drinking hot sauce, so he can play Donkey Kong better.
Yeah.
If you are offering some sort of cash reward to knock somebody out of an online game,
It's not online.
it's not only what.
No, it's like they get together and have
It's, it's
tournaments.
an actual
Yeah.
tournament.
Then you need to take a serious look at your life.
Maybe he just has a lot of money and he's bored.
No, he needs to take a serious look at his life.
There are better things you can
There is
spend $250
something wrong
definitely
with.
is.
There's something. You're paying somebody. It's a video game. I get my ass kicked. I mean, any video game. I get my ass kicked in video games all the time. I just yell at the little kids on the fucking Xbox
To be
thing.
fair, though, these tournaments, they're actually winning money. So this guy has won quite a bit of money from beating everybody in tournaments.
Yeah, but that's like hiring a smarter guy to go to a trivia contest with you to knock out the guy who always wins.
Yeah.
Well, that does happen.
It does.
It does. I'm just saying, like, just get better at the goddamn game, maybe.
But the guy that's hiring is not playing. He's just a spectator. Which is even
Wait,
weirder
how is he
about it.
taking him out then?
No, he's hiring other people to do it for him.
Oh, the spectator's hiring the person
okay.
to go... wow, that's even worse.
If you don't even play the game, you sit in the background and watch, and you are paying money for somebody to get knocked out, you definitely need to take a deep, long look at your life.
Or just go home and watch YouTube. Like,
watch something else.
watch somebody else do it.
Am I the only one here who's thinking somebody who's giving money for this during a video game tournament is asinine beyond our repair?
It's
weird.
ridiculous.
I don't get it, especially like if you're competing against this guy and you're
I can
paying
understand that a bit more because you're trying to win the tournament.
Yeah, a guy who will take a dive for you. Like he takes this guy out, and then like he meets you at X in the bracket, and then he takes a dive.
Yeah.
Then okay, that makes sense. But just like because I don't want to see him win anymore. What the fuck?
It's real
Like,
petty.
Well, speaking of weird stuff and taking a dive, Botchamania has been recognized by Sports Illustrated. You brought this one, Will.
Yeah, Botchamania is a.
See, every time I hear that, I think botulism. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do too.
It's basically pro wrestling bloopers, and it's a show that's been on for about 6 years now. There's a guy named Matthew Gregg, British fan of
Good
wrestling, who's been doing this for
Like
years.
that
It's
name.
hilarious. He's got running segments and gags and stuff like that. It is. There's this whole like mythos of the Botchamania.
I love you.
It's,
that word.
It's great. But the funny thing is like it's so popular, but he keeps having to start up new YouTube channels because they keep getting shut down for copyright.
Yeah,
it's like
infringement.
Pirate Bay.
Which is funny because he's got such a huge following, but now he's putting videos up on places other than YouTube. He's on Vimeo and Dailymotion, and basically the sites that people are just like, copyrights, who cares? But
Yeah.
one of the things is it's just funny that Sports Illustrated is they're recognizing pro wrestling again.
Yeah.
Which they go through phases with that, where they just acknowledge that
So
it
is
exists.
ESPN.
Well, yeah, ESPN and WWE, they did a show, I think it was an E60 show about guys starting off in WWE, like in developmental and stuff.
I don't know. I'm just starting. I just saw that Samoa Joe showed up on NXT.
Yes, he did.
So I will start watching pro wrestling again.
So, I saw an article about that. How long has he been out?
Well, he was, in TNA, which is apparently got did they get canceled from Destination America? Because I thought
They're changing nights. They're going to Wednesdays.
Oh, okay. But anyway,
Ooh,
It's probably Billy Corgan's.
I stopped watching
competition now.
Like, I'll download the pay-per-views, and I will, like, when I watch them, it's literally me, like, skipping forward.
I do.
Because they're so bad.
Yeah.
But then I saw Samoa Joe from TNA and Ring of Honor show up, and he's like an indie legend. So I may start to watch again, but who knows? We'll see what they do. If they start ruining Samoa Joe, I'll be...
Well, somebody made the comment, is this Samoa Joe kind of like the way Dusty Rhodes came into the WWE at the end? Like when they put him in the polka dots and stuff, he was at the end of his career. I don't think Samoa Joe's that far down towards the end of his career. He's older than people think, but yeah, I didn't watch NXT TakeOver yet. But I saw, I go to WrestleView.com to read spoilers and stuff, and I saw him facing Kevin Owens, and they're like looking at each other like, holy shit, Joe actually showed up on NXT. I knew that he was in talks with them, but
That's cool. All right, we're going to fire one more news one in here, and then I want to get to request topics. I want to bring this one. I thought this was great. The Jason Voorhees bug that's in Mortal Kombat.
Right now, since he was released, he has one of his fighting stances or whatever is like called Unstoppable, and people found that there's a glitch that even if you beat him and you do like a brutality or whatever, he's like cut in half, he still gets back up like he's about to fight you again.
I love this because it was a couple shows back we had that thing where like the PC version of the game, like Jason was like killing your saves.
Save files.
and he did a great impression of his mom.
Yeah.
Kill him, Jason! Kill him, saves!
Yeah, I was watching a couple videos. Like he gets someone does a brutality on him. He's cut in half, he just gets right back up, and looks like he's ready for another
cut
round
in
of
half,
fighting.
just like Johnny Cash's brother.
See, I love the thing.
Too soon.
Oh.
Too soon. 60,
Now,
70 years
was that done on purpose? Because Jason always comes
No, it's
back.
just a glitch because of his
It's a-
one fighting style.
Yeah, it's just because of the one style of fighting he has.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't meant to happen.
I just love the if when he like when he gets killed, he's like laying down there. He was like, "Get up, you son of a bitch!" Because Mickey loves you. We're gonna teach you how to eat lightning, Jason. You're gonna crap like thunder. I love it. I love that there's
so many glitches.
I love that there's all these glitches, but they're all doing really awesome, hilarious stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like, well, losing saves isn't awesome, but
losing the saves? Not so awesome.
as long as it's Jason doing it, I'll let it pass.
Jason back from the dead? That's not surprising.
I'm surprised he's done it several times now.
I'd be surprised if he stayed dead.
I don't know why I'm Jersey, but fuck it.
Jason.
Well, fuck it. Make a Netflix show out of it. Jason dead not. Netflix, do it. Fuck it.
Jason dead not.
Starring Johnny Depp as Jason. Fuck it.
Did you see like the new one they did?
What?
Like they tried to reboot Friday the 13th. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the girl from The Flash was in it.
Yeah, was that the one that
Michael Bay
did?
Yep.
It actually wasn't. I didn't think it was that bad.
With the guy from Supernatural that played Sam.
Yeah, and that blonde-haired kid that's always an asshole in everything he's in. Because he played the jock guy. It was all like, yo, I'm cheating on my girlfriend, bro.
Wait, what movie was this?
Friday the 13th.
with Jared Padalecki.
It was like that blonde-haired guy. He's like having a sex scene. He's like, your
Jared
nipple
Padalecki.
placements are perfect.
Supernatural, he was in Gilmore Girls, too.
Yeah, that was the guy who was like,
That's
you
probably
seen my
why I
lost
do not know
sister?
him.
Yeah, that was the guy looking for his sister, right?
That's Jared Padalecki. And is that the guy you're talking about?
Yeah. What's his name? I mean, just don't thumb over it.
Travis Van Winkle.
Right there. There you
Funny
go.
story about
terrible
Jared
name.
Padalecki.
Yeah.
Funny story about Jared Padalecki. I met his wife,
Really?
who's also an actress. She actually wanted me to help her go over lines for
pretty cool.
an audition she was going to do somewhere around here. I don't know what she was like auditioning for around here.
I was going
but
to say, where's she additionally at the Red Apple Dinner Theater?
I don't know.
It's probably for an episode
But
of
she's like,
Hotel Hell.
She gave me her name, and I looked it up, and I'm just like, holy crap, that's his wife. I'm like, okay. She did a bunch of BR movies, but it was interesting.
That is interesting.
Fun facts.
Well, actually, it's going to wrap up news for this episode, and now we're going to go into request topics. I really need sound effects. Pew! Yeah, this is a button. Pew! Poo? What?
Total request topics.
Total request topics here at Groundcat. I'm Max Headroom. All right, I'm going to do Paul's one topic. I'm going to read this first because it kind of ties in with some of the stuff we were talking about in the news. Do you ever think professional gaming will become a huge deal like professional sports? Do you ever think my kids will be able to go to school on a StarCraft 4 scholarship?
No.
Funny thing about this, I'm going to cut you off, but it's not.
Go ahead.
It's not going to be one of the biggest professional sports. There's no way it's going to happen.
Right.
It's not something that you can just be like, yeah, I'm a professional gamer. No. But Blizzard right now, for their new game, Heroes of the Storm, they are giving away scholarships to college for people that win.
Where is this?
And how
North
much?
and South
Did they
Korea?
ever say how much?
I don't remember. It's a good deal. Like, it's called Heroes of the Dorm, and they will pay for your college for winning this tournament.
See, the thing I think's funny about this whole thing is, like, throughout all the years I played gaming, like, I've heard things about, like, MLG or, like, people making money off of playing Halo, and it's just like, where do you go to get this started? There's no, like, ready information out there. It's like this underground thing that, like, just some guy shows up at somebody's house one day and, like, you're like, Halo 3, don't you? Would you like to make some money off of it?
This is like one of those guys that come up to the street like, yeah, you would like a job?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you anything about it. You can get it.
Funny thing that you mentioned that tournament, that dorm tournament.
Yeah.
It was actually aired on ESPN2.
Really?
It did their lowest rating in the history of the network.
I believe it.
This is ESPN2 we're talking about.
This is probably
So it did worse than like the World's Strongest Man competition from 1987.
Nobody wants to watch gamers play fucking video. You know how boring that is? Unless you're a gamer, you don't want to watch anybody play another game. It's just like this is stupid. They're not doing it.
They've tried shows in the past though. G4 tried it.
Yeah.
I think Spike tried it at one point, putting like Major League Gaming on TV. Nobody cares.
Exactly.
No, I pay money. Like I will pay money to go see the Philadelphia Phillies play. I will pay money to go see like the Columbus Blue Jackets play.
I saw that.
The New England. Yes, I know the Phillies suck. Suck terribly this year, but I'll still pay money to go see them because if you've ever been to a Phillies game, the price of the ticket, price of admission just to see the fans and the fans and
Phillies
the crowd
fans are brutal.
Is worth it. I went to the. I think I told you guys I went to the Phillies Brewers game where they chucked batteries at Joe Buck nonstop.
They used to throw batteries at JD Drew.
Yeah. I will pay money to see a professional sports. I am not going to give 1 red cent of my hard-earned money to watch somebody play a video game.
I remember when Carl from Aqua Teen threw a battery at John Kruk.
Yeah. John Kruk.
Who did what? John Kruk is my favorite baseball player of all time.
It's a cartoon on
John Kruk shut down a Taco Bell because he ordered like 50 taco salads. They had to shut down the Taco Bell. Buck Showalter, the now current coach of the Orioles, on Baseball Tonight tells a story where John Kruk ordered so much food at a Taco Bell they had to close the Taco Bell.
That's great. All right, well, I guess we're kind of like, I don't think you'll ever be able to really make that much of a living off of it. Unless...
there are people that do because they are like the top level of the player, but it's not like...
I think you'll be able to make money off of it if you get on YouTube and are successful.
Yeah, but that's different.
Like PewDiePie? Is that his name?
PewDiePie. Speaking of YouTube, this episode's going to be on YouTube.
See,
What?
It is.
Yeah,
I was going to say that in the beginning, but we
outta
went
here.
off on a tirade about other... Yeah,
Who the fuck is PewDiePie?
I'll let you know right now.
PewDiePie.
You can make fun of him all you want. Last year he made over $1 million.
How so? How the fuck did this...
Ad revenue.
Ad revenue. He's got like 3
million fans.
I want to
billion-ish
know.
fans. Yeah.
I want to know everyone who advertises with PewDiePie because I am never gonna buy their products again. That's ridiculous.
You're going to be a lot of things.
Pretty much, it's whoever runs ads on YouTube.
I don't
understand the following he has. I don't get it.
It's a weird thing. It's just that he's
been doing it for a long time.
He's charismatic enough that he attracts these people to
and he's Swedish.
come to him. Yeah, that's
How the hell is it? How the fuck is this guy charismatic?
You
What
just
does
gotta
he
watch
do?
this video. You'll laugh.
Yeah, watch this video.
I tried to watch this video. I'm not laughing.
Well, it's because you're extremely cynical.
He just seems like a giddy Finlander to me. I don't see what's so big about it. And who's advertising with this giddy Finlander? He lives in Finland, right?
I think he's Swedish.
Probably like what is he?
Swedish.
All the same thing to me. I don't get it all up in that upper quadrant.
One makes better chocolate than the other.
Yeah. One in that upper quadrant of the Arctic Ocean. I don't really.
We love you. We love you, Finland and Sweden.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Like, you can disagree all you
We
want.
love you, Switzerland and
He's still living
Finland.
an easy life right now.
In Finland,
Doesn't matter.
You can get away with
Probably-
anything in Finland.
you can only go.
You could probably actually shoot this guy in the Smash Brothers tournament and get away with it.
I guess he deserved it.
In Finland, he's got the sun up till midnight, 9 months out of the year, and he's eating seal carcasses for dinner. Sounds like a great life in
What's
Finland.
wrong with steel carcasses?
You act like they're all just still Vikings over there. Like that portion of the world never moved forward through time.
Hey, I don't
Guess it's time to wake up and eat the seals.
Gotta do right. We can get to Valhalla.
What
Yeah.
what did Finland ever contribute? Honestly.
I do not know
They
right
did
off the
nothing.
top of my
I can't
head.
think of anything really. I know they've made some
Exactly.
innovations
Dark
in
metal.
firearms.
Finland, their contribution is
Dark metal.
their contribution is PewDiePie. What's his name? PewDiePie?
Yeah.
And again, he's Swedish.
They're all the same up there. I mean, once you get up
I
above
hope he hears
Just that one section, all the same.
once you get up above Britain, they're all the fucking same.
This
They-
is one of those things where I wish I could animate a map of like that area, just circle it all the
Well,
same.
This is just like when you have a foreigner draw a map of the United States and like 98% of it is Texas.
Yeah,
and
fuck
then like
'em.
New York and California, everything else doesn't exist.
Just a barren wasteland. It's like Fallout 3 happened over here.
They can draw all the maps like that they want. Just tell them to stay where they are, and I don't care.
It's all right.
They're gonna come see you in Gettysburg.
Keep it cool, guys.
They're
They're going to come see you as a Gettysburg friend.
Anything above, like I said, anything above Britain,
See,
it's all
this
the
is
same.
where you all tries to kill each other over the blacks.
You do. You get a lot of Europeaners.
Europeaners.
Is that the proper term? Europeaners.
Europeans.
Europeans. I'm sorry, Europeans.
Cheese and crepes.
You get a lot of Europeans there. You get a lot of French there, which I'm surprised because they don't
Well, you know,
enjoy war whatsoever.
They don't really.
Now we're talking about things that are foreign.
They love
Let's bring it back
Americans.
to the States and talk about a great all-American man, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All-American man.
All-American, 100% American
He was
blood.
one of our best imports.
Now, Justin Hubler sent us this one. There's a charity going on right now to basically, I think it's whoever donates the most gets to win a trip. They will fly you out to California to be with Arnold Schwarzenegger. You'll stay in lavish accommodations, and then the day that you meet him, you get to go blow shit up with him. This is much like that charity he did a while back where it was like you got to ride in a tank with him and smash shit with it. Which it all goes to... I think it was some after-school specials for kids. It was to help inner-city kids or more poverty-stricken families and kids that get more of the education that they need for their children through charitable donations.
You know, if I had enough money, I would donate a lot because I would love to go blow shit up with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It'd be
Oh, hell yeah. Who
fucking
wouldn't?
fantastic. Does it explain exactly?
I was like, where's your house?
Did you know? Did you know that the tank he drove to run shit over was the tank he actually had when he was 18 years old and in the army?
That's awesome.
He literally, when he became governor, bent federal regulations so that he could bring that tank over from Austria.
We had to bring it, import it.
And he was very proud of this. He actually said this on, I think, I really hate Jimmy Fallon, but Arnold was on, so I actually watched it. He actually said this. He's like, yes, I broke rules and everything else. He's like, but I was governor. I can do it. I brought it over. And so he broke
I said,
federal
fuck
law.
it, give me my tank. It's my childhood tank.
He broke federal law.
It's a normal thing over
Me
there.
and my father used to go to picnics in that tank. Like, we have a picnic, there's ants. We said, no ants. We run them all over, blow them up.
Explosive
It was a
shells.
different place in Finland.
Yeah, name me.
We're all the same.
I challenge anyone to name me one thing Finland's contributed to society. I'm just going to say that.
Booze.
What booze?
Booze. I'm sure they've made some.
Some type of vodka.
That place is full of whatever you want to do with your life over there, I'm sure.
What, Finland?
Yeah.
Okay, so you live in an igloo, eat seals, and the sun is up for 9 months out of the year.
We sail for spices in the morning. Loadeth up the whales.
When you're going to the
and
grocery
seal
store,
carcasses.
you've got to hook 9 dogs up to your sled to get you there.
Just 9.
Well, I don't know. What's the number? What's the proper dog sled number?
You know, I almost
I'm
want...
asking you.
Just not. You're not getting anywhere with that.
I almost want to do this just so
driving a smart car.
I can write it off as a business expense. I almost want to get tickets for you and I to fly to Finland so you can see what it's actually like. You're not going to get off there and it's going to be like people with like fucking pigtails and horn helmets on.
That's
Fucking batting seals to death so they can consume their bodies and make candles out of their blubber.
they have those horns that they blow that are made out of walrus tusks.
Yes,
That's what-
like in the Ricola commercials.
Yeah. That's
Ricola.
Thank you. I didn't know how it went. I forgot their jingle.
How dare you?
How dare you? It's just about as complex as Hot Pockets. But I think this is great because it's great that he's still doing a charity. And
he does a lot of charity.
He does a lot of charity.
Yeah.
He does.
I love that he's doing it, and it's like geared toward now you're not only running stuff over with a tank, you're also going to like shoot fucking RPGs at stuff and blow it up.
Well, one second.
Like it's amazing.
Something that you're not going to care about. Apparently, Angry Birds was developed in Finland.
Exactly. That proves my point 100%.
Why would you bring up such a worthless fact to defend Finland?
Because it's the first thing they have on Wikipedia. I'm looking for
Thanks,
more.
Wikipedia.
That is the first thing that country has on Wikipedia. Enough said. The creation of Angry Birds.
All right, well, we're never going to get a Finland audience going anytime soon. We did. We had people in Finland listening to us.
We know a few people that live.
No more.
We do? Seriously?
Yeah.
The largest industries are
Gal
electronics.
lives in Finland? I
Yes,
thought he
he
lives
lived
in
there.
Ireland.
No, he moved to Finland. Yeah.
Well, ask Scal what the igloos are like. And,
I doubt Scal has ever seen an igloo. Okay, well, you know what? I'm speechless now. We're done with request topics. It's awesome that Arnold's doing this. I love it. I want to go blow shit up with him. So we're going to move on to a discussion topic that's not about Finland.
I'm stuck on the Finland like I was the midget in Mad Max.
I understand. Will, you brought this topic in. It was actors that then tried to be singers, and then singers that tried to be actors.
Yeah.
And the first thing that pops in my head is Gavin Rossdale and Constantine.
Terrible.
Fire!
The guy from
born of
Boston.
fire. Yeah,
That was.
I was born of fire. But then he did that one bank heist movie, and it wasn't too bad. He was actually pretty decent in that.
What movie's that?
I can't remember the title off the top of my head.
But
But
it might be The Heist or something like that.
Maybe.
Not the bank job. Was Jason Statham in it?
That was no.
no, this was like more C-list actors. I think it wasn't like anybody super popular.
I think it was like actually British made.
Yeah, which would make sense.
Yeah.
It was probably Hammer.
So when I'm thinking of actors that tried to be singers, Bruce Willis.
Well, Bruce Willis, I think, carried it over. He did quite well. in the
Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk is a movie before its time. It's a cult classic. It's
You know,
gaining momentum.
This is the thing I've noticed. Whenever it's something that everybody else hates and you like it, it's always something before its own time.
Someday you'll appreciate it.
Like Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest.
Let's be honest here. Bruce Willis still plays clubs, still tours with his band, still
does.
has a music career, still puts out albums. Name me one other Hollywood star who's made the jump to music that's still doing that.
Keanu Reeves.
Is Kevin
Jamie
Bacon
Foxx.
still doing that?
Bacon Brothers, okay.
Yeah.
So you name one.
Oh,
Bacon
I forgot
Brothers
about the
still
country
tours.
Bacon Brothers.
Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx.
He's in a band?
Oh, that's
No, he does.
Is he rapping?
He does R&B.
He's Ray Charles.
yeah. When he's,
Oh,
Okay, some that
too soon?
weren't as successful.
Too soon?
Don Johnson,
yeah, that failed miserably.
Eddie Murphy.
I was just about to say Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy.
Oh, I forgot about
Although
that.
his single hit the top 10, broke the top 10 on
Yeah,
the charts.
It did.
Was that the one he sang on SNL all the time? Where he was pretending to be, who was he pretending?
You're thinking about James Brown,
James
Celebrity
Brown.
Hot Tub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
No.
his album, right?
Yeah,
That
Celebrity
whole-
Hot Tub.
Ah, too hot,
Party all the time.
Yeah, party all the time. Party all the time.
All I can think about is fucking
Jennifer Lopez is another one that's able to jump back and forth, even though I personally think her music is fucking garbage, and I want to take a fucking power tool to my head every time she sings. But
Yeah.
she's one who's successfully done it.
For a period of time, if I don't have the name right, Aaliyah?
Aaliyah.
Yeah, she was in Queen of the Damned. She was in a few other movies.
She was in that awesome one with Jet Li,
Yes.
Romeo Must Die.
Oh, that's like one of my favorite action movies of all time.
Well,
That movie's great.
let's back the truck up here. Not one of the best action movies of all time. It was okay.
Oh, no, it has a special place in my heart.
You really like Hudson Hawk?
He
You
beat
really
the
like
shit out of
Romeo
a
Must
whole
Die.
team of people on a football field while playing football. This little Chinese guy, dude, is like, "You want to play?" He's like, "Football." And they give him it, they knock him around a little bit. He's like, "Fuck it, all bets are off." He's like fucking roundhouse kicking, jump kicks, everything.
But Queen of the Damned was a pretty bad movie.
He beat 20 people with a fire hose. That was the best action scene I've ever seen in a long time.
Wasn't DMX in that?
No.
Yes, he was.
Yes,
he was
wasn't
in. He was in Romeo Must Die. He died. I think he took a shotgun blast.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
he
He
did.
did die in that movie. That's right.
He did. You mentioned Saturday Night Live earlier. Steve Martin had
Oh,
a
God.
hit song, and he's an extremely good banjo player.
Yes,
Like,
he is.
amazing with a banjo.
I believe he was on the Colbert Report, and he just like, I brought my banjo along. He just started playing it.
Another one that you guys might not remember, Jennifer Love Hewitt had a hit song.
That was a hit.
Yeah.
I don't remember this at all.
When she speaks, I try to just block it out and just stare. Seriously.
But going the opposite direction, got people that have gone from a music career to an acting career and been successful at it. Mark Wahlberg,
Marky Mark.
I actually like him. I actually like him quite
I like
a bit.
him. Yeah.
Justin Timberlake.
Vanilla Ice.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 was a...
Go Ninja.
That was A-class acting. They came up with that song on the spot. That was filmed live.
Ice Cube and Ice T.
Yep.
I mean, I really did not care for Are We There Yet? I did not care for like a lot of his movies were not that good. But
Ice-T's on
CSI.
CSI,
I actually liked the second XXX movie with Ice Cube
I didn't
more
like it at all.
than I liked the first one with Vin Diesel.
I refuse to watch
What
any
the
of them.
hell is wrong with you?
I refuse to watch any of them. But
Well, Friday was
You haven't seen
Ice
that.
Cube's best.
no, I have not
Well,
seen Triple X.
It's a good action movie.
It's one of the few movies I refuse. I hate Vin Diesel with a passion.
Just think about the Iron Giant doing everything.
See, that's one of those movies I didn't know much about, and when I went to the theater to see it, I was highly disappointed because it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
I'm gonna go see this
I
Triple
was
X
like,
movie.
wow, they're putting this in theaters, and it's only rated
in
R.
this.
It's like, where are the tits?
Take a look at your cooter.
there's a lot that are trying to make. There's a lot that are trying to make the jump now that are absolutely horrible. Like Pitbull.
Yes.
He's
just terrible.
He's just terrible all
good.
around. I mean, he's somebody who I just wish would just
Pitbull?
fucking disappear off the face of the planet. Send him to Finland.
Will Smith.
Will Smith. I hate
He's
Will.
had a very
What you
successful
talking about,
movie
Will?
career.
Will, what you talking about?
He's had a very successful movie.
I knew that
He's
would
not-
catch somebody's attention.
He's not good as he's not so good as a.
It's
artist.
Philadelphia, born and raised.
West Philadelphia.
Whichever.
Jazzy Jeff had an amazing
all the same
acting
place.
career of Uncle Phil throwing him out of the house all those years.
Yes, he did.
I just hate
Before
Will
he was
Smith.
Shredder.
I hate Will Smith so much. I hate him. Fucking every song he does, he's just like, woo, ha 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 ha.
It's true. It is.
It is very true.
Well, luckily that stopped 15 years ago.
I wish his movie career would have stopped 15 years ago because he's fucking horrendous. I Am Fucking Legend ruined a perfectly good book. The book was amazing, and then you stick Will Smith in the movie.
Yeah.
Another guy I just thought of who was in a film with Wahlberg was Andre Benjamin from Outkast in Four Brothers. That was a really good movie.
He's
Well,
kind
then
of
you
fell
got-
off. He's kind of fell off the face of the earth.
You got Ludacris and the Man with the Iron Fist.
That's not ludicrous.
That's RZA.
That's RZA.
Yeah, RZA.
Whatever. They're all the
Ludacris
same.
wasn't the Fast and the Furious movies.
Yeah, that's right. He was in that.
and
He was the smart tech guy in those movies.
the first Man with the Iron Fist wasn't a bad movie. The second one, I haven't got to watch it, but I'm not going to think it's good at all.
Well,
I heard it's as
straight-
good as Gallo Walkers.
being that it's straight
movie.
to DVD.
Hasn't been many straight to DVD gold at
I think
all.
Man with the Iron Fist is
I
the
don't
only
know.
Russell Crowe movie I don't like. That and Noah.
Yep. Well, and you brought up DMX. He was in
Oh,
a few Steven Seagal movies, even.
He was.
What was that movie? What was the one he was with? Exit Wounds.
Yeah.
Exit Wounds.
Yeah, it was Exit Wounds. And then he was like in the one where it was like Steven Seagal fighting vampires.
Apparently, DMX
Yeah, didn't know that happened, did you?
No.
DMX has been in Fast and the Furious, Cradles to the Grave,
Yep.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yep.
Zack and Miri make a porno. Didn't know that.
Yeah, he was.
He was in an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! 3D. What the fuck is that? Why?
What did he play?
I don't know.
Not himself, apparently. Wow, that's weird.
David Bowie.
David Bowie. He was in The Prestige with Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman.
Dana Carvey. He played drums. I'm going.
That's true.
I mean, he wasn't a singer going like actor, but man, I'm trying to think of some other ones. I know there's probably got to be more than that than we mentioned, though.
It definitely is. 'Cause it's a natural transition to go from one to the other.
Joey Fatone does the
Oh yeah,
voice.
yeah.
He does the voice acting on Price is Right.
Justin
He's the
Timberlake.
announcer on. Oh, he already named it Justin Timberlake.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Damn it! Stop taking the good ones. I mean, he was all right. I loved him as Lecoq in The Love Guru.
Another one I had not seen. One of the few movies I had not seen. I refuse
Don't.
to see. Is,
Yeah, it's not
Stop!
good.
It's the movie that single-handedly chased Mike Myers back to Canada.
Go back to Canada and take your Scottish impressions with you.
the only movie I thought was the only moment I ever thought was semi-funny with Michael Myers was when he was playing that Scottish father and like So I Married an Axe Murderer, and he's making fun of the kid's head.
Well, that was like one of his
it.
best movies, I think.
Yeah, that's a movie that doesn't get talked about a lot, but it
No.
was great.
It was great. Before he just started being like Austin Powers and then Shrek.
I hated Austin Powers.
Hey, donkey.
Yeah.
You didn't even like the first one?
Nope, they all stunk.
Jesus.
They all stunk terribly.
See, this is why I wish we could have called our other segment "Cynical Cinema" because
They were all horrendous. Fucking Mike Myers.
God damn.
What is it about Mike Myers that you don't like?
He's a fucking glum cunt.
He's glum.
Well, and that's it for us forever. folks. Michael Myers' people are going to come here and shoot us all.
Oh, what people does he have? Mounties?
Yeah, I was going to say.
They can hear you. They're only a little bit up north.
They're like,
Think
hey,
I think Finland has a dangerous.
Come down there and rough you up, eh?
did you speak
Canada.
up? Couldn't hear you, eh?
Couldn't hear you, eh? What's this old boot? I don't have boots. What are you talking
God damn it.
This is going to be on. Now you're on this. I'd rather you stick with Finland.
Does Finland even have a McDonald's?
Yes.
Do you think? No.
There's a McDonald's everywhere.
It was the
There's a-
birthplace of McDonald's, actually.
There's a McDonald's in North Korea.
No, there is not.
They used to make their burgers out of whale and seal blubber. Yes. This is true. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Some great typing, Matt. Good work.
That was more realistic than any movie I've seen.
It definitely was.
Who am I? Who am I? Jason Long in Die Hard 4.
Hey, that's not bash Die Hard 4.
That was a terrible movie.
Was it ahead of its time? It was far ahead of its time.
Die Hard 4.
It actually talked about things the internet couldn't do.
No, well, that's not true at all. Die Hard 4 is an excellent film.
Why? Did you get John McClane launching motorcycles into helicopters when before he was just...
That was Expendables, too.
Okay. First off, that wasn't
No, not motorcycle, sorry, a car.
Yeah, it was a
car.
police car he launched into the helicopter, not a motorcycle.
What does it matter?
It matters quite
it's too
a bit.
late, Jason. The knife's in deep right now.
Die Hard 4 was an excellent, underrated film.
How would you rank your diehards?
My Die Hard's okay. Die Hard 1, obviously, number 1.
I go 3 then.
Die Hard, well, that's... Hold on, let me finish here.
I'm sorry. I'm butting in. Sorry.
Die Hard with a Vengeance is number
Sorry.
2.
Yep.
Die Hard 2, Die Harder, completely underrated movie. Excellent film. That's going to be
pretty good.
number 3. I'm going to go with Die Hard 4, Live Free or Die Hard. And then 5th, I will put
The fifth one?
Die Hard.
A Good Day to Die Hard.
Good Day to Die Hard.
I'll tell you
But
that.
they're all
Which
very
it did
close
at
and
the
all.
box office.
No, they were all Die Hard. The Die Hard whole
Franchise.
Yeah, the whole franchise. What is it? What do you call 5?
Quadrilogy.
Quadrilogy.
It's
wait,
quintilogy.
Quintilogy.
Quad
Yeah,
is 4.
Quintilogy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Quin-
Sorry, Jason.
The whole Die Hard quintilogy is just
me.
excellent
What about
cinema.
Will?
He wasn't breathing down my neck about it.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
excellent.
excuse me,
cinema.
I'm wearing patches on my jacket. I'm a professor.
And if Hollywood knows what's good for them, they will make a 6.
I'll tell you right now. For me, you get the first 3 right, and then I just cut off the rest.
Why? The fifth
Like
fifth
a
one was
dying
excellent.
toe. Just remove it.
The 5th one was excellent. The 4th one was even better. The 1st one was excellent.
John Tesh.
John Tesh, who I met. That man is gigantic. He's like,
Oh, his head's
tall.
humongous.
And he sounds like exactly like he does on TV. He's like, how you doing today, Will? And I'm just like, holy shit, hi, John Tesh.
Where'd you meet him at?
Heritage Hills.
Heritage-
How you doing,
I was gonna say,
Will? Welcome
do
to
you
the John
know-
Tesh Radio Show.
Do you know for $100 you can eat spaghetti once a year? You can have a spaghetti dinner with John Tesh at Living Word Church.
Once a year?
Yep, he comes there
Do you
once
get
a
to pick
year.
it when you have it?
Once a year, he comes to Living Word Church, and we will have the first 100 people to give $100 get to eat a spaghetti dinner with John Tesh. That's probably why you saw him at Heritage
Probably.
Hills.
Is it good though? Like,
Who gives a fuck? It's
$100
John Tesh.
I mean, I can make a shit ton of spaghetti for $100. I mean, I can really give a shit if I eat with John Tesh.
I don't
or
know.
not.
I'm sure it goes to like save starving people.
But it's 100 people. Like, it's 100 people. Like, you're not gonna be anywhere near him.
Seals.
You know, you have fucking like 9 months of the year out there. It's winter. You
Is
gotta
it-
fucking run out into the lake ice and like
I mean, it's
club
like-
a seal when it comes up out of the water. What?
Well, it's like, is it like you pay your $100 and you get to pick your seat, like at Frank Theater, to go eat with John Tesh? Like,
I think that like
John
the higher,
Tesh is dead center.
I think the more money you give, the closer you get to Mr. Tesh.
Well, fuck, I'll give him $1 million. I better be sitting on his lap eating.
He'll
You could, like I told you, he's
10 feet tall.
I want to eat it out of his lap.
That's getting a little bit too.
It's like John Tesh. This is a little weird, but I did pay $1 million.
What kind of spaghetti?
Oh, that's a nice shrimp Diablo, maybe.
Right out of his lap.
Right out of his lap.
Slurping them.
It's got to be
noodles up.
spicy. If you're gonna
Shrimp
eat it
Diablo out of his lap at a church. That's what you just said.
in a bread bowl. Jeez. In a church.
I'm still stuck on the Die Hards. Die Hard 1 through 5 are works of art when it comes to cinema. There's no better films than
I
Die
completely
Hard.
agree with you for the first 3 movies. They're very good movies.
The 4th and 5th one are excellent too, and I can't wait till they make a 6th one.
It's not going to happen.
They made a 5th one.
I don't
Why
know
not make
why.
a 6th? Bruce Willis is a god among actors. Him.
Too bad God took his hair away.
They
No,
also,
He's had
no.
more success since he lost it.
Well, first off,
He has.
they also
Same
made
as
a
I.
5th Home Alone.
I've been more successful without it.
I stopped watching after the first one, but
Again,
the
they
first
made a
Home Alone-
5th Home Alone. That
Okay, they make like kids movies like that all the time. They fucking
There's like 8 Cinderella movies,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I think. I'm not sure.
Good enough.
Good enough. Fuck it. Make it Netflix show. Cinderella 9.
first off,
10 seasons.
Bruce Willis chose to shave his head. It wasn't male pattern baldness. He chose to shave it.
why are you defending?
How does that
hair?
denial taste? Probably better than that burger you ate.
If they ever make a movie starring Bruce Willis, Mel Gibson, and Russell Crowe, I will have a heart attack. That would be the greatest movie of all time.
I thought they did. I thought it was the Three Musketeers.
I would just.
I'd watch that. You can't say you wouldn't watch that.
Oh, fuck yeah, I would.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone with co-starring parts in the film. That would be the greatest.
So you basically
film of all
want
time.
another Expendables.
If they get it right and pay Bruce Willis the money he deserves, then yes. Which they didn't do for the third one.
All right.
How much does he
you go.
deserve?
Oh, he deserves. I mean, half the budget should be set aside for Mel
Jesus
Gibson.
Christ.
budget.
He deserves it. He's got mouths to feed. He's got that Rumor Wilson dancing on Dancing with the Stars. He's got the other one. I don't know if it's the same one. Maybe taking her top off, trying to protest feminism.
It's
Protest
The same one.
feminism?
Yeah.
believe.
Okay.
Is that Maggie Gyllenhaal? Is that...
No.
Oh, I didn't write that
I'd
down.
ask
Did
her
you
to
see
put her
that
shirt back
she was
on.
declined for the role of a 55-year-old lover for this guy in a movie?
Yeah, because she looks 60.
Because they said she's too old when she's like 32.
She's
Oh.
not 32. That's a
She's
rough
pretty.
living if she's 32.
She's bad looking for 32.
Yeah.
She's 32. Damn.
Yeah, they were like, she looks too
I'm
old.
hotter than she is. And I'm only 22. Plus 10.
You know, who's a
Just
hot,
like 20 years ago when you ate KFC.
Sorry.
Yeah,
She's
20
37.
years ago.
yeah, that seems more like it. She's
I remember
closer.
the good old KFC debate back in '09.
Do you know who's a hot older woman? Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody's really going to debate
I heard
on
she
that one.
smokes a pack a day too. That's hot.
God damn it!
Holy shit! What I wouldn't do to Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Is that how...
You know, I guess that's how
Michael Douglas got like,
Yeah.
throat cancer?
Probably.
You know, since I can't think of more for this other topic, we'll fill the rest of our time with this one. Then I guess.
Just blowing smoke at her cooter right down his throat.
Right down her cooter.
She is a hot older woman. Name me
And Michael
one.
Douglas, you got some cancer in your tits.
Name me one older woman that's hotter than Catherine Zeta-Jones.
What the hell's her name? I forgot now.
Spanish chick.
No, she was in Hulk.
Jennifer Connelly,
Yeah, I think she's hot.
but she's not that old.
Jennifer Aniston.
Julianne Moore?
She is now.
Julianne Moore,
Jennifer Aniston.
the one that was in The Lost World and Boogie Nights, and
Diane Keaton.
Was she in Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
she's the one that she's like, "Come inside me." Mark Wahlberg.
She got out her tits.
Yeah.
I know she was in The Big Lebowski.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think she's hot at all.
If anybody wants to know where we're getting this from, just watch Game Grumps when they're playing Super Mario Brothers. You'll get the tits and cooter reference.
I don't think anybody's
We're gonna use
questioning it.
We're gonna use it a lot.
Probably.
I love it. It just rolls right off the tongue.
Angelina Jolie's hot too.
Yeah, to an extent.
What do you mean to an
The
extent?
Tomb Raider.
Holy shit.
She's went through some rough times lately.
Like what?
She don't have boobs no more.
What?
Yeah, she had breast cancer in her tits.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
That's...
Read a book.
Sorry.
They have books about this?
Yes, there's a whole section of the library.
About who had breast cancer?
Yes.
Angelina...
To the Guinness Book of World Breast Cancer.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie did not get rid of those awesome milkers. There's no way.
Look it up on your free time.
No, that is no way. You just
They are gone like the wind.
You would just ruin my evening. Who else?
Sorry.
Michelle Pfeiffer's a pretty hot
She
one.
lost her
Selma
tits
Hayek.
too.
Yeah, Selma Hayek.
Selma Hayek
okay.
lost her tits too.
She did not.
There are no tits in Hollywood anymore.
You can eat all the dicks.
The only good tits left in Hollywood
bag
are
of
George
dicks.
Costanza's. Eat a bag of dicks.
I like George Costanza. He's an awesome...
Yeah, he's the best role model ever.
You mean, fuck.
Michael Clark Duncan, yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. I can't remember his goddamn name.
Larry David?
Larry David. You're talking about Larry David, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they based the character off him. Although George Costanza in the last 3 seasons, when Larry David wasn't part of it, was actually
He
better.
actually only left
He left that.
the last season.
No, it was the last like 2 or 3. Look it up.
Season 8.
Look it up. Read a book.
Yeah, he left. It was before the last season. He left like the last
Season
2 or
8, and
3.
they got him back for the last episode. Nobody liked the last episode. I liked the last episode.
All right, gonna have to cut it off here. Right? 50-minute mark. End scene. Cut. Who wants to tell everybody where they can find
Let's
us?
talk about cooters.
Coot.
I would feed it to Catherine Zeta-Jones like you wouldn't believe. She is one hot older woman. Watch she smoked a pack of Marlboro menthols.
Cut. Stop.
Watch she smoked-
Who wants to tell everybody where they can find us?
While we're all
These
sweating
wonderful
and
beauty
coughing.
people.
We're all sweating and coughing,
Nice.
smokers cough.
Yep.
Where can you find us?
Yeah, well, go ahead. Tell everybody.
Find us at grindedword.com.
Streaming.
Streaming. Wild and crazy.
Wild and crazy.
iTunes,
Yeah.
where you can subscribe and get it downloaded directly to your device.
Bingo.
Hands free.
That's the way I prefer it.
That's what I would do to Catherine.
It's free.
Hands free, balls deep. That's what we're doing.
Oh, God.
Blueberry.com. Grindcast.libsyn.com.
Excellent.
Facebook, where we stream there. And you can get your request topics in if you want to hear us talk about it.
And I'm going to start putting episodes of this up on YouTube.
On the
The
tubes.
channel's starting. There's not going to be any video just yet. It will be a still image of our logo, but you can listen to it there if you would like.
Oh, and Matt, you're on the Twitter machine now, right?
I am on the Twitter machine.
You're on the Twitter?
You can send all your requests or comments you want to, but you probably won't to to Matt Willison at FlawNot1. There you go.
Also, can I throw in a...
Go right ahead.
Miserable Movie Mafia.
There you go.
Every Friday, 9:30. Sometimes we might have to postpone it, but every Friday, 9:30. And also, Ballbuster Video.
Yes. Every
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Me and Matt review movies, and it's a good time. We're
And
doing...
we like all this. We hate all the stuff you like.
Yeah.
Fuck your opinions.
We apparently really dropped the bomb on Mad Max
Yeah.
Fury Road.
Which everyone
You have had
absolutely
people
loves.
rioting in the
I got
streets.
hate mail.
Oh, rioting in the streets too soon?
Who
They're
said
like,
that
I'm going to cut your hair off. Like, too late. No, I didn't get hate mail.
Who saw it and liked it? Besides all the...
Apparently, most of the United States of America and the world liked it besides us.
Yeah.
It's 98%. We're that 2% that didn't get it
I'm
up to
sorry.
100.
When I spend 50 minutes thinking about the midget that popped out in 3D
Stop!
in the corner.
Yeah, I didn't need to be in 3D.
I was about to say, why would you even go to see 3D? That's a waste of money.
It was the earliest showing possible
Yeah.
that day. I had stuff I had to do later in the day.
That sucks.
Yeah.
When 3D becomes an inconvenience.
It's like it's the earliest
Damn it,
showing.
Hollywood, we don't need it for everything.
Damn it, 3D! All right, guys. Well, that ends it for us this week. As always, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you all next time. It's not really that bye. Fine, it's it for the end of the day. Then. End of the day. Fine. As always, thanks. Get the fuck out of here.